So, pleasant day. Hello, my name is Lidsmina Saladine from BTB TED LX3C. So, disadvantages of AI or the artificial intelligence. This is the continuation of report which was discussed by Miss Mendoza. So, her last topic is about the advantages of AI, and now let us proceed to the disadvantages of AI. So the first disadvantages of AI is the high cost of creation. So AI is very expensive because it require continuous updates to both the software and the hardware, and it also needs a regular maintenance and repairs for the that is used machine that is used for the AI. So it's not very new, no, that the AI is expensive or it is costly because AI has a very complex system. It also needs a very powerful computer. So the second disadvantages of AI is the making humans lazy. So this really a self-explanatory because you see, try to imagine that a world where everything is everything is like a simple house chores can be done by a robot. So this so the purpose of AI is making our work easy and faster. So when we humans depend too much on AI, on these technologies, it can backfire to us that it makes us lazy. So yeah, try to imagine the future generations. So so with all this innovation of technologies, so possible that they are the most who are um, affected to this. So we hope that it's not, right. Number three of disadvantages of AI is unemployment. So AI can replace workers because unlike humans, when we work, we need a constant break or rest. So these AI technologies can work the whole time without stopping, and it's good with the repetitive work or task. So some company or organization, so they prefer uh you know a fewer workers because AI can work more efficiently than humans do. So number four disadvantages of AI is no emotions. So all this AI, all these technologies, yes, they can replace us, but they cannot and never have emotions like humans. Inside the workplace, human connection is the key for teamwork, which AI or yes, the machine, these technologies cannot have. These connections or bonds, which is important in team management. Number fifth, the lack of out of the box thinking. So AI, uh, they cannot create or invent things on their own because after all, humans program them. They are limited to what humans program them to do. So they can think on their own. They can invent things on their own. So human, uh, they can't. invent things that human has not created. So let us now proceed to the major goals and fields of artificial intelligence. Um, so first of all, let us discuss about goals of AI first. So let us discuss about the knowledge representation and reasoning, or the KR&R. So one of the goal of AI is the KR&R, in which it focuses on how machines store information about the world and uses information to make decisions or solve problems. When we say knowledge representation, or the KR, it is about the knowledge that is organized and stored inside a computer system. So when we say naman the reasoning, it is about the using that stored knowledge to think, decide, or solve problems. This is the AI. So that's why when we ask AI, it can answer, or it can give us conclusion like humans do. So KR&R is important because it helps AI systems understand real world situations without understand the real world situation. Without the KR&R, AI has nothing to think about and cannot use what it knows. Say for example, our smartphones. So the KR is when our phone is in low battery, it should when it in low when it our the smartphone has the knowledge that the phone, when it in low battery, we should plug it. It should be charged. So the reasoning there is when when our phone hit the 10 or 20% battery, there's it will give you the conclusion of you should charge it already. Like something pops up in your phone that tells you to charge it. So that's the example of the KR&R. Number two goal of AI is the automated planning and scheduling. This is another important goal of AI. This means it teaches to automatically create plans and organize tasks over time to achieve a goal. So automated planning is is the what to do part. This is about deciding the steps needed to reach a goal. Like for example, the goal is going to school. So the AI can create the plan, like first is to wake up and then eat and then uh, get dressed and then leave going to school. So the scheduling is the when to do it. So when to do it part. This is about arranging tasks in the right time and order. So like for example, waking up at 6 a.m. and then at 6:20 you eat, at 6:40 you get dressed, and then at 7 you leave the house going to school. So that's the automated planning and scheduling. The AI can create the planning and scheduling to achieve a goal. So this third one is machine learning. So machine learning means learn from data and improve their performance being programmed for every without being programmed for every task. What does it mean when we say learn from data? So it means AI uses data to discover patterns. That's the algorithms, by the way. It's like instead of humans saying every rule or yes, like every, you know, the AI looks at patterns like shape, images, numbers, or text. Then it then it improves their. So when AI sees all these patterns that you use, it can be you search it or you like it learns and it gets better over time as it sees more data from you. Like for example, you send 100 pictures of cats and 100 pictures of dogs also. So the AI learns the difference between the cats and the dogs. That the cats has smaller face and has, you know, uh, smaller face, and then the dogs, uh, it learns the AI learns that it has a long snout like that. So it learns from what you give or what data that it's sees. So like the machine learning, you don't it doesn't have to be that the machine learning is you don't have to program it all the time to learn. It's improving on their own by what data you've sent to the AI, to the system of AI. So it learns on its own like that. So the fourth goal of AI is the natural language processing. So natural language processing, or the NLP, means teaching computers to understand, interpret, and respond to human language. Now, what is natural language? So natural language is the way people normally speak or write what we normally speak or write. So then what does NLP means or do? So NLP, it allows computers to understand what you say or type and then respond to you the same way. Like so like us, we can use our natural language. We can say to AI to use the modern Tagalog. We can say that, can you explain it to me in a Taglish? They can create it because of uh, so that's it can give us what we need in our natural language because of this. So NLP is important. Without it, computers cannot understand what human language, what our natural language. So you see, you would need to use code when we don't have NLP in AI, which is very complex. So with NLP, human being, we humans can talk or type to computers naturally in our natural language. When we say natural language, it is about uh, just like what I've said, what like us in a country, what we normally speak in majority. That's the natural language, one of the goal of AI. So number five is the computer vision. So computer vision means teaching computers to see and understand images or videos similar to how humans use their eyes. When we say see, meaning computers don't actually see like humans. Instead, they take in images, analyze tiny dots in that image called pixels, detects patterns, shape, colors, and they interpret what the images shows. Whereas it allows AI to recognize objects, detect faces, read text from images. So without computer vision, simply computer cannot understand visual information. So robotics means developing intelligent robots that can perform tasks automatically and assist humans in real-world environments. Now, it says here that in the past, when new technology was introduced, it mostly replaced unskilled workers. But now, modern technologies like AI are starting to affect skilled workers too. It's very challenging. So, the economists like Ford, his name is Martin Ford, argues that skill development works like a pyramid. He said that it is like pyramid because many people can be trained at lower levels, but only a few reach the top. So, which is a high skill jobs. And he suggests solutions like a better education system to support people who may lose a job. So, some economists disagree with this. One of them was Robin Hanson. He suggests that the effects of IT revolution is still unfolding and not fully predictable. In his view, instead of causing job loss, he believed that it may also create new kinds of work or job. Now let's proceed to the fields of AI. So the artificial intelligence. So the first one is accurate prediction of weather. So AI helps forecast weather by analyzing large amounts of data from satellites, sensors, and past records. It can detect patterns faster than humans. So it can predict rain rather, storms, or heat more accurately. So this helps people prepare and stay safe. So the second one is increase leisure time. AI can automate many tasks like cleaning, scheduling, or even answering messages. So because machines do more work, people have more free time to relax, spend time with family, or do hobbies. So the next one is the safer transport. AI improves transportation by reducing human errors. For example, AI is used in self-driving cars, traffic control systems, and navigation apps. So the third one is increase personal safety. So AI is used in security systems like facial recognition, surveillance cameras, and emergency alerts. The next one is improve medical care. AI also help doctors diagnose diseases faster and more accurately. It can analyze medical images, suggest treatments, and even predict health risks. The next one is the biometric. So the first one is better airport security. Biometrics, like fingerprints or facial recognition, are used in airports to verify a person's identity. Instead of only checking passports, systems can match your face to your records. So number two. So the next one is the increased building security. Offices, schools, and buildings use biometric systems such as fingerprints, scanners, or face recognition to control access. So only authorized people can enter, which improves safety and prevents intruders. So the next one is reduce car theft. So some modern cars use biometric like fingerprints and facial recognition to unlock and start the vehicle. Since only the registered owner can access the car, it becomes harder for thieves to steal it. So the last one is more secure mobile phones. So smartphones uses biometric like fingerprints. We have this on every phone in nowadays to unlock devices. So this keeps personal data safe because only the owner can access the phone. So one is robotics. So increase personal time. Robots can do household or routine tasks like cleaning, cooking, and delivering items. Uh, because of this, people spend less time on chores and have more time to relax or spend their time on other things like hobbies. So the next one is more efficient manufacturing. So in factories, robots can work and more accurately than humans. They can produce products continuously without getting tired, which increases productivity and reduces mistakes. So the loss of jobs. Since robots can perform tasks automatically, some human jobs, especially repetitive ones, just what I've said, uh, it may no longer be needed. This can lead to unemployment to certain workers if they don't learn new skills. So the next one is safer working environments. Robots can be used in dangerous jobs like handling toxic chemicals, working in extreme heat, or lifting heavy objects. Unlike it can lessen the harm on human. This uh, and reduces the risk of injuries and keeps human workers safe. That's all for my topic. So I hope you've learned something. Thank you very much for listening.
Converging communication technologies. Converging communication technologies means that different communication systems like telecommunication, internet, and media are merging into one device or platform. Converging communication means like different type of communication like phone calls, internet, and media are combined into one device or platform. So you don't need to separate tools anymore. Before, people use different device for different purpose. Like example, first telephone is for calling, television is for watching shows, and computer is for the internet. But now, these are all combined into one device like a smartphone, so you can call, text, watch videos, and browse the internet and use social media in all one device. For number two is emerging software technologies. Emerging technologies are new technologies that are still developing and becoming more widely used. For number two is are new types of software that are still being developed and starting to become popular because they are make tasks easier, faster, or smarter. These technologies are not fully common yet, but they are growing quickly and likely be very important in the future. They often improve how people work, communicate, and solve problems. For example, artificial intelligence or AI software that can think, learn, and make decisions like human. ChatGPT help answer questions and assist with tasks. For emerging technology trends, first is virtual worker. Virtual worker are freelancer or remote worker who work for companies online instead of being full-time employees. For virtual worker, do their job online instead of in an office using digital tools to communicate and complete tasks from anywhere. Instead of working in the company every day, virtual worker is used for the internet, computer, and apps to do their job and communicate with their employees. For example, like online tutor, teacher student through video call using Zoom or Google Meet. For self-powered data center produce its own electricity instead of relying the power grid. For the self-powered data center is a data center normally need a lot of electricity to run computers and keep them cool. A self-powered one uses its own energy sources like solar or wind so it can keep running even if there's a power outage. Self-powered data centers create their own electricity using renewable energy so that or backup system for making them more reliable and environmentally friendly. For example, is a solar powered data. Use energy from the sun through solar panel. Google operate data center that use renewable energy like solar power. For the number 3, cloud independent edge computing. Edge computing process data closer to where it is created instead of sending everything to the cloud. For the number 3 means is processing data near where it is created like on device or nearby server instead of sending everything to faraway cloud server. Normally data is sent to this cloud internet server to be proceed with edge computing the data so it's processed locally so it is faster, use less internet and still work even it is connection is weak or lost. For example, like camera can detect motion or recognize face to device itself. For Google Net Cam process video locally to send alert quickly. For number 4, For number 4 is IoT integration. Internet of Things or IoT integration connection many smart devices so they work together. For when OIT is integrated device like phone, sensors, appliances, and machines are linked together, these allow them to send and receive information in real time. For example, a sensor can detect something and automatically trigger another device to respond without human action. And for number 5 is more self-service IT for business user. Business are creating self-service IT system so employees can access tools and application easily. For the number 5, it means employees can use technology tools and application on their own without always needing help from the IT department. It makes works faster and easier because using user can solve simple problem, access system, or set things up themselves. Thank you.
So, hello everyone, my name is Crystal Janilina from Beta CCT 3C. So, my topic for today is all about the sum of the major computer application fields are the lesson below. So, number one, and all to manage the computer can also be used, managed to assess in solving business problem. So, computer help business solve problem manage data and to make decision faster. Like for example, companies use the software to manage employees and financials. And number two, bank branches are equipped with a terminal giving them an online accurate facility and enabling them to information as the such things as the accurate balance, disappoint overdraft, and interest charges. So like for example, bank use the computer to store and process financial information. So bank check check your balance using the ATM and or sending your money through the online bank. And number three, industrial application in industry production may be planned, coordinate and controlled with the aid of a computer. So computer help control machine and to manage production in factories. Like for example, robot assembling the car or computer monitoring monitoring the product or in the quality. And number four, engineering design computer help in calculating that all the part of process design are satisfactory and also assess in the designing. So engineering computer design and the part for the product. And like for example, the engineering is designing using the building or the using the the software or the testing if the bridge design is the safe. So number five, meteorology data is recorded at different levels and atmosphere at different place using the remote sensors sensor create an setting. So for example, computer analyzing weather data and product continuous or the typhoon here in the Philippines or protecting for the temperature. And number six, air travel small computer are installed as the part of the plant's equipment. And computer help control airplane and ensure you will travel. If you travel, you need to use safe and you're monitoring the flight. And number 8, telephone computerized telephone exchanging handle and over increasing volume and call every effect effects and sa telephone. Telephone is like for example the computer handle communication for the other families or your families or their loved ones for the system like for example calling 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 and video call under the network, and also for the online online seller. And number nine, the medicine computer are the widely used the hospital for tasks as maintaining drug, surgical equipment, and line for payroll, and also for the check-up treatment of disease. So hospital use the computer for the plant care and knowledge. Like for example, the strong plant or diagnosing disease using the machine or managing or the hospital is the manage for the supplying. So current truth technologies and descriptive innovation. So organ transplant, the first successful kidney transplant in 1954 showed that organs can be transformed between people. Later, medicine were developed to power projection, making transplant a common common life saving treasure. So so organ, so like for example the kidney transferring from the one person or the other, if ever, to other people to save the one. So and also the kidney transfer helping helping the people for the survive. And number two, robot and artificial intelligence robots and AI were developed to transform tasks faster. And so for example, machine that can talk and work like the humans. Like for example, robot. Like for example, the in robot or AI create create vertical assistance. So number three, electric fund transfer introduced in the 1970s allow money to be transfer electronically without paper and with banking faster and more convenience, enabling ATM use and payment the online payment. So here or sending money by the elec- electricity without GCash or online bank or GCash for transfer your payment or balance or the online. And the last, nuclear power first used in the 1956 as a cheap and clean energy sources. Nuclear power later received safety concern due accident like that's all. Thank you for that's all my topic. Thank